Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.
Welcome to a Couple More Minutes podcast, where two veterans of the animation and video game industry talk about exactly that, animation and video games. I'm one of your hosts, I'm Jeff Gabor, and alongside me, as always, is...
Pete Paquette.
Oh yeah, here we are. It's another one of our illustrious Shoot the Shit episodes where we just talk about whatever we want. The Quantum Assurance Board takes a week off, and we're going to talk about some old shots that we did, and we're going to wax poetic about them. Talk about the stories behind them, what we like about them, maybe what we hate about them. I don't know. We're going to figure it out. But first, as always, we got our game, Stump Pete.
That is correct.
Is correct. Where I'm going to play a couple sounds, and I'm going to give some clues to 3 retro video games. And I'm going to try to stump Pete. But we're bleeping out, sounds, so that way you guys can play along as well. And we got our first one coming right up. All right, Pete, you ready for clue number 1?
Let's do it.
This 1990 NES game starts with a level select where you choose between the various bosses: Reptile, Mephisto, Professor, Firelord, and Krylor.
Is this...
Oh! Ding. Oh, man. Makes me think of a Groundhog's Day, where it's like that. I can't remember the guy's name, but he's like, bing, right out of the box. Whatever, something like that. Anyway.
Ned Ryerson.
Bing! Oh, first shot right out of the box.
All right, but for those playing at home, we'll play a little sound.
Such a great soundtrack.
Yeah. Unmistakable. Pretty cool. I love that. All the music in that game is fun. All right, last clue for those playing at home. This game is one of the few releases for Marvel that is thought of in a positive regard. That is regardless of its infamously difficult gameplay. That is right. The answer is Silver Surfer. Game number 2. This 1991 NES game sees Gary Kitchen take a stab at a popular animated franchise.
Ooh. Gary Kitchen. He never really did those sort of things, did he? I mean, he did on the Atari.
He did on the Atari. All right, let's play this music from the game.
Oh, this is,
Specifically, can you name the full title? There it is. Pete nails it again. For those playing at home, our final clue is Gary Kitchen was approached by Acclaim in 1989, while the original animated shorts of this franchise were still airing on the Tracy Ullman Show. That is right. It is Bart versus the Space Mutants. Good job, Pete.
Thanks.
Got a lot of crossover with animation and video games in these games. So we're going to 1992 now. We went right in a row. 1990, 1991. 1992 sees Capcom go back to its shoot-'em-up roots and combines it with Disney IP.
Oh.
Dang, man. Right. Oh, man. This is low-hanging fruit today. Here's some music from it.
Not that great of a game.
It would be a good game to review, I think, to go back for the Quantum Assurance Board. We've been going through some Disney games, I think. Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, final clue for the game. It's another Disney Afternoon IP featuring characters such as Kit and Don Carnage. That would be Tailspin. All right, 3 for 3. Didn't even get many clues out to you, man. You got them right away. All right, we'll move on to the news. speaking of the news, for those that are unaware, the news music that we play is from Croom, which is a game that you and your brother made back in the day.
Yep.
Yeah. I love this music. Love the game too.
Thank you. Yeah, unfortunately we shelved it, but
yeah, that's what happens to like 99.9999% of games. So,
yeah,
it happens. But I loved what I got to play of it. All right, in the news. It looks like Majora's Mask is being remade too. Every single time we record an episode, we got more Zelda news, and this is Majora's Mask seems to be it is also coming out. This is based off of a leak that a voice actor leaked on their IMDb page that they were working on Majora's Mask HD. So they're already confirmed to be working on Ocarina. So to see Majora's Mask pop on there does seem to validate that possibly Majora's Mask is on the way.
I'm still holding out for that Breath of the Wild NES version.
Oh my god, I would love that. I would be pumped for that.
I wish they would release it.
Yeah. That would be great. Majora's Mask, it never gelled with me. I don't really like that game.
I never played it.
Yeah. All the time travel and back and forth stuff. No. No, it wasn't for me, so I don't care. Sad news. It's been everywhere, but Sony announced that it is stopping physical released games as of 2028, I believe. Yikes.
Yeah. And I saw a headline today, in fact, that said that Sony is already transferring employees and stuff from the factories.
That's right, yeah. Isn't that crazy? Like, end of an era.
Yeah, how can you... you'll never be able to open a new video game on Christmas.
No, the best you'll be able to do is open up a box with a code in it, and I don't even know if they're going to do that anymore. Like, if it's literally just... Yeah, it completely ruins it. And then they're just trying to have 100% control over the storefronts of games, right? Because then if they're all digital, they will forever own the ability to resell games and to re-release games or to lock them away like Disney Vault style and then release them again or have sales. There's no aftermarket or trading games with your friends or a retro video game store selling a game for $10. Like, they own every version. Like, they'll always be the ones that are selling the games.
Yeah, and they announced this right on the heels of taking down like 500 items off the store and not offering refunds.
That's ridiculous, man. God, that's ridiculous.
So, yeah. Hey, all those people are like, oh, digital games, you physical game guys are ridiculous. It's like, no, there's a reason, and that's the reason.
That is, yep. Because when I have my game, it's my game. It's mine. Like, I get to play it whenever I want, and this wall of NES games behind me are always there for me. They're always there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm all right with continuing with my physical collection. Like, even we were talking about Star Fox on the Switch. I bought that physical. Like, it's mine. I'm happy to slide in. It's
a card?
Yeah, it's a card. It's an actual card. Yeah.
All right. Good.
Yeah. I know some of our Nintendo games are even now just being digital, which that is a rip. Like, don't make me buy just a box. Like, I don't want.
Yeah.
Come on.
Now, going off on a tangent here, you mentioned your collection. I'm curious how close you are to finishing it.
20 left.
That's it, huh?
That's it.
Have you got any recently?
Picked up Cool World. Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's a hard one to find.
Yeah. So, and that's a nice, another one of those animation meets video games crossover thing. So, and it's cool. Yeah. Horrible movie. Horrible video game, too. But whatever. Both terrible. Yeah.
But it's yours.
It's mine. So 20 left. We'll see if I pick up any in the next couple months going into some retro cons, and we'll see if I can pick up a couple more.
Yeah, I hope you do.
Yeah, it's getting tight. Everything is super expensive at this point. Like, Let me see. Let's just quickly look at the app here and see what is on my wanted list. Well, Color Dinosaur. That's a pretty popular one. Last Action Hero.
Mm-hmm.
Mario's Time Machine. RoboCop 3. Stadium Events. I will never get that. Swordmaster. Wayne's World. Yeah.
Swordmaster's like $700 last I checked.
Yeah, man. That's a crazy one. Yeah, and Zombie Nation has been, man, I've been looking for Zombie Nation forever. I've never actually seen a physical one for sale at a store, at least.
You know, I had a Zombie Nation at one point.
No kidding.
Yeah, and my mother-in-law found it at a yard sale for 25 cents.
Oh my God. What a steal.
I ended up trading it for a Famicom Duo disc system.
Wow. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So with a bunch of games, the guy I traded it to, he hooked me up. He's a good friend of mine. In fact, I might give him a call and see if he's willing to part with that Zombie Nation.
Yeah, seriously, for at least 50 cents, right? Double.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even want to read this next article that we got, but more layoffs. Xbox just decimating. 3,200 people.
Jeez.
Across many different, and I was reading something else. It's not this article, but it was one of the voice actors or one of it was just kind of doing his own sort of opinion, talking about how Xbox basically lied to these because they just started folding in these companies, right? They're just you're under our umbrella. Why don't you come we offer you safety and security for the future if you join under our umbrella, and we the more that we have, the more you become insulated, which is okay, I can understand the idea, but it
with the devil.
Dude, that's what it is. And then now they're just it's massive. So I think there's 1,600 people immediately. Let's see, does it say in this article? But I think it's 1,600 people immediately, and then another 1,600 over the course of the next few months to a year or something like that. It's just bananas numbers.
I gotta check in on some folks.
Yeah, I mean, my goodness.
1,600 staff lost their jobs on Monday, with another 1,500 to go.
There you go.
Over the course of the next 12 months. Restructure at Xbox.
Dude. God. I heard some statistic last week that said a third of all video game employees have lost their job in the last 5 years.
Jeez.
Can you imagine any other industry where you just a third of you are gone? That is, man.
The new CEO's strategy is clear. Studios will collaborate more closely from now on, with a focus on bigger franchises such as Halo, Minecraft, Candy Crush, Fallout, and The Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, all right. Get that Candy Crush.
And I'm just saying, this is the problem. This is the problem. If a game like BioShock came out this year, it would not survive.
No, because it's not an already established IP with a built-in guarantee behind it.
Yeah.
It's madness. Yeah, basically everybody's going for you're aiming for Grand Theft Auto or nothing. You need to make $1 billion in pre-sales. It's okay. It's just squeezing out that middle group, right? You get indie charms, or you're a giant, but that middle ground, that sweet spot of where the BioShocks live. Yeah, and it's not a great place to live right now. Moana also came out, the live action version, and Disney's constant desire to want to literally remake their own stuff. Not seriously, God. Anyways, I'm glad this sounds awful, but it busted, and I am glad to see it, because these live action remakes can go burn in hell. It's such a horrible
I don't
business
like
plan.
how
I hate them.
I don't like how they call it how they call it the live action version of the original movie, as if that's better because it's live action.
Right. And not to mention these live action are 90% animated. So you're just animated. Yeah. So really what it is it's a materials pass. You're just making it look more realistic. That's it. And in doing so, you lose a lot of character, a ton.
Oh yeah,
I can tell you that. So no, I'm never watching. I gave the last one I really like put in and tried to watch was Aladdin, and that was an abortion on screen. Wow, was it bad? Jeez, God.
I didn't even bother. I haven't seen one.
Yeah, you're probably better off, man. They're not good, none of them. Well, that's the news. So not much in the way of like excitement.
It's pretty much a bummer.
Yeah, it's bleak, especially those layoffs, man. It's only a matter of time before it hits one of us. You started your job, right?
I did.
So there you are. You're on the other side of it now. Got a job.
And I'm enjoying it profusely.
Profusely. That's an interesting way to put it. I'm glad. That's awesome, bud. I'm gonna have to talk to you about it off air and get us more details.
Yeah.
Well, that's the games. That's the news. And now we get to come back and we will play a little music and talk about some shots. Talk about some animation. All right.
All right. Let's do it.
Catch you on the flip side.
And even as I wonder, I'm keeping you in sight.
You're a candle in the window
On a cold, dark winter's night.
Beautiful metaphor.
And I'm getting closer than I ever thought I might. Woo! That's a little high for me. Baby, I can't find
All right, PD Pete. Here we are with our shots. You got 3, I think. I got 2. So why don't you go first?
We're gonna alternate. Is that the idea?
Yeah, of course we are.
Okay, that's good. That's how I wanted it to go.
Good. I'm glad we discussed this beforehand. Oh well.
My first shot that I'm gonna talk about is one from Robots.
Ooh, is this the one labeled Robots Baby Excitement?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so this shot, I got hired at Blue Sky as a background animator for because they didn't think I was quite good enough at animating. And so as soon as I got in there and like was start doing the background stuff, I was like, no, this isn't for me. I need the people who are upstage. I need this.
Yeah.
And so I just kept pushing the boundaries, of what a background character should do and everything. And they noticed it and they started giving me little tiny shots, little like 20 frame shots here and there. And then finally they gave me this shot, and it is a big moment where Rodney Copperbottom's father first finds out he's gonna be a dad, and he's just flipping out in the streets.
I just talked to my wife. My baby's gonna be delivered any minute. Hey, get out of the way. Hey, I'm gonna be a dad.
And it has that sort of manic energy and everything that I really love to do when I animate. I really love that sort of like crazy zany sort of animation. And at the very end of when they finaled, but just before they finaled the shot, Chris Wedge has told everybody, I think we should all give Pete a round of applause.
Oh man, that's great coming from Chris Wedge, man. He doesn't hand those out.
No, and it was a really like defining moment for me. And then from then on, they gave me nothing but full shots.
Oh, that's great, man.
And they gave me a animation credit in the movie. And then at the end of the movie, right before the movie wrapped, Chris Wedge sent me an email, and I have it here. I'm gonna read it.
Oh.
Said, Pete, I wanted to tell you that I think you did an incredible job on Robots. Seriously. It was amazing to see you grow during the movie into one of our most dependable character animators. The progress you made is nearly unprecedented in my experience. You've got a natural talent and a tenacious attitude. So,
heck yeah, man.
That sprungboard me into being at Blue Sky for years to come.
Damn, man. I didn't know that. That's awesome. And for people that don't know, one, Chris Wedge is a legend in just the industry. That's to begin with. But then, two, like, he tells you exactly how he feels about your shots. Like, and it's not always with words, it is with physicality. Like, you'd be in sweatbox and you would just see him slump in his chair. His hands would, like, spread out across his forehead, and he would just start rubbing his temples if he didn't like your shot. Like, he's like, you're like, oh no, he's doing the thing again.
Yeah.
But if he really liked it, he would be honest about it too, and that's a high compliment. And the shot's great. Were you in control of like the light switch stuff, or was that a materials person, or did you have control? Because there's a little light switch character.
Yeah, the light switch. I was able to. I put when he gets shaken, I turned the light from being green, to being like a blinking yellow, like he was busy.
yeah, I love it. That's what I was noticing. It's such a good touch that you don't notice necessarily on the first playthrough, but it's really good. And one thing that's so difficult with animation is a lot of strong physical contact. And you got this guy just like Rodney's dad just running up to this guy and just shaking him and holding onto his shoulder and whatnot, and it's all super tactile. It's great stuff, man.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I should mention I'm gonna try and make a page on my site that I can link to these videos.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah, so it'd be good to obviously we're doing a video podcast, or an audio podcast, and talking video is not the greatest thing in the world, but you get the idea of it, and you have this beautiful animation of a character coming deep into the background. I'll play the audio at least once, and he runs into the foreground, grabbing a character by the shoulders and telling him that he's going to be a dad, and there's stopped traffic guy on the left in a vehicle, and it's all just super expressive and very, very, very fast speed, and yeah, it's awesome, man.
Thank you.
All right, well, I will go in and talk about, since you're talking about like your beginning journey, I'll talk about this one particular shot, and it's funny that before we hit record, I was saying I was going to load up the animation and toss it so Pete could see it. I can't find it. I think I was like, all right, well, I have this supercut reel where I like put all my Ice Age 2 shots on there. I must have been ashamed of the shot and did not include it. So what happened is like, the first move I worked on, my very first like big movie was Ice Age 2, coming to Blue Sky. I had worked at one other studio working on Delga, which didn't come out at the time. So it was like, okay, well, I'm working on Ice Age 2. Loved the first one. Scrat is so dang funny. Scrat is now a legend. And there's this like, I don't know if you remember what it was like when you knew the supervisors were casting out a new Scrat sequence. And it was like, who's going to be on it? Who's going to be on it? It was like crazy because we all wanted to be on it. And it was a really short Scrat sequence where he like is doing this almost like luge type of thing. And he like gets all prepped, and then he shoots down the slide, and he actually does get the acorn. And the next shot, after he grabs the acorn, he's flying through the air. And the shot is an up shot with a glacier in the background, like a glacier wall in the background. And from a great distance in the top left corner, Scrat zooms past the camera, like straight down at the camera, dropping to the bottom right of the camera. And I think the shot was maybe a second. It's literally like Scrat just going, ah. I don't even think he screams even, because he's actually in love with the acorn. So it's him in like one pose, holding the acorn in a loving, hugging way, flying from what looks like a pixel to basically like half the screen. So, and if you're doing that in a second and a half, that thing is blurry, right?
Yeah.
It is a mess, because it's just basically a connecting shot between two different ideas. Because I think he goes to the ground, and then that's when the Scrat does the fighting with the fish, if I remember correctly. So I basically got cast, and I was so excited. I'm like, oh my God, I'm cast on Scrat. Holy crap, holy crap, holy crap. I don't care how small it is. I actually got cast on Scrat. And I still remember the bid was like 2 days. It was like 1 day to get kicked off, and then the next day you're supposed to have it finaled. Because it's just one pose flying through the air. Like, this is as low-hanging fruit as it gets in the world of animation. And I couldn't do it. Like, I couldn't figure I must have sat there and tried to pose that Scrat holding that acorn as lovingly as possible and trying to noodle every facial expression, every little thing, just to make it look like he was in love as much as possible. But I didn't have the experience to know this is going to be a motion blurred mess. Like, nobody's going to see it. This is not actually important. Like, it is like a pixels flying across in a smeary way across the screen, and you don't need to noodle. Like, one, I will say the layout artist screwed me so bad, and I didn't have the experience back then to realize that layout artists might be needing assistance, put it lightly at times. So even though if you played this shot, the glacier in the background wasn't moving because it was too far away. It was way in the background, but it was actually geometry. And then. But so what they did is they had the camera dropping backwards at a great speed, but you wouldn't notice it because the glacier was at such a great distance in the background. But it made me animating Scrat wildly difficult because I couldn't just track him across the camera, and I wasn't smart enough to. Why don't you just attach Scrat to the camera? I don't know why I didn't think of that. But anyways, I was fighting the camera and I was fighting everything else, and a week goes by. I am days and days late on basically what it is, just a pose flying past the screen. And it was a good learning experience for me to realize, like, when, I think Hans Dastrup was, an animator that sat right next to me, and Melvin, and basically them calming me down and be like, don't overthink this. Don't overthink this. This is a ball flying through the air. That is all this is. That's all you need to treat it as. And once I kind of like rolled into that concept and realized just how little effort needed to be put in, then the shot came quickly. But, whew, man, that was stress me out the door as a starting experience with a cartoony shot with Scrat. Like, oh my God, I was so nervous. I wish I could find it.
Yeah.
If you got the film, and maybe I can find some cut of Scrat, or maybe there's a super cut of Scrat stuff online. That's actually how I can find it. I can find that the luge shot, and I bet it's in there. Anyways, there's not much to the shot. I promise you that.
Little tidbit: I actually worked on the wind-up shot in that sequence.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah.
I totally forgot. You're the one where he's like kicking his feet back and all that?
Yeah.
Oh man, that shot is so good. Man, I had such like a schoolgirl, just fanatic feeling towards all you like animators who were really pushing Scrat on that movie, because I was nowhere near. I didn't have the experience or the composure to be able to handle it like you guys did. And man, some of your guys' shots, like, that stands out, is really amazing. And of course, Mike Thurmeyer's like heaven sequence.
Yeah.
Scrat's walking through, because he breaks the character. He breaks all the expectations, all the mechanics, everything that had been established. Thurmeyer just said, but what if in heaven he's animated entirely different? And it was so funny. It was
really funny.
Yeah, so good. Like, that kind of that is raw talent from Thurmeyer on that stuff. I remember seeing that for the first time in dailies, and all the animators just gathering around a computer to just watch his blocking, and we were just losing our minds. So good. All right, what's your second shot, bud?
My second shot is sort of a bittersweet one. It is a shot where from Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs, Ice Age 3, where Peaches the baby mammoth first interacts with snow. Or that's what it was supposed to be. So first of all, Peaches was originally named Emma, and my daughter's name was Emma. So I freaking went to bat for this shot. Like I went to Gallon and I was like, you need to give me this shot because this is my daughter, you know. I want to immortalize her in here.
Yeah.
And I did keep some of her mannerisms in there. Like when she's running in place and stuff like that. But it was supposed to be, and the way it was pitched to me, the way it was boarded, the way I did a 2D animation pass on it, was that it was supposed to be about her interacting with the snow, and that's it. I did a blocking pass, and I think I was quite a ways into it already, and the director was like, let's bring in the uncles, Crash and Eddie, into it. And that changed the entire dynamic of the shot for me. And they changed the name of the while I was working on it, they changed the name of Emma, the mammoth's name from Emma to Peaches. Stripper name.
Oh yeah, I never was a fan of Peaches.
I'm proud of it because it still has my daughter in the shot.
Yeah.
It still has her mannerisms. It still represents her as far as I'm concerned. But I'm sad that it didn't turn out the way it was originally pitched to me. Kind of a lot like Horton.
Yeah. You mean the entire movie of Horton?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's a well-loved movie, but you were in that room where I was, where that original pitch was given, and people were in tears.
Yep.
That original pitch was killer. It was amazing. And we didn't go that way. But this is a beautiful shot, man. Regardless of how it started, it still ended beautifully. Like, the mechanics are solid. You can feel the Blue Sky wanting to like squeeze some sort of joke out of every single shot. That's definitely in there, but that's not your fault, man. Like, it's still beautifully animated and it's so good, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, even the materials, people did a good job. That's not an easy thing. Like, you take it for granted now, but getting this Emma, this little baby mammoth, actually like has the proper mechanics to like roll over on its back and then gets up, and there's actually snow on the back. That's really well done too. Like, they did a great job with that.
And the footprints.
Yeah, really good. Very cute character too. We didn't, Peaches wasn't like a baby elephant. Like, that character wasn't really in the film very much. For the most part, Ellie was pregnant during most of the movie, right? That's just like the end of the movie, right?
Yeah, that's the end.
Yeah. All for a callback joke, right? She was renamed Peaches because they wanted to like call back to the joke of like, we need a code word for when the baby's coming. Like,
yeah, that's right.
Peaches.
That's right.
Yeah, I think that was the reason. I don't know. Maybe there was another reason that like Ellie and Emma sound too close. I don't know. I don't know why we made that call. That was another weird one. Like, characters' names change all the time in the middle of a movie, and what they look like or their hairstyle will change. But yeah, I liked Emma. Oh well.
Yeah, I did too. For obvious reasons.
Yeah. Oh, that's another beautiful one. I was going to actually just wax Poetic a little bit about a post that I recently had on my Instagram about my final shot at Blue Sky Studios, which is not just my final shot. It is the final shot ever rendered through the Blue Sky renderer. Unfortunately, it was not the final. They didn't use, our renderer, whatever. What was it called? Studio.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Studio.
I think so.
Which they won an Academy Award for because it was the first renderer that I believe did ray tracing. Anyways, that's besides the point. So I did this. It was like February 2021. Disney had announced that they were going to shut down Blue Sky Studios, and man, the writing was on the wall for months and months, and it was like ominous feeling. But we kept being told that it's fine, that Disney's got our back. Like literally all the way through December and January, we had all these studio meetings. We even had this they changed all our healthcare over to Disney HR. We had to do so much like sexual harassment training and like security training and all global this and that, and gotta sit in all these meetings forever because you're switching over to Disney, so you gotta take over act like you've never worked anywhere before. And we even had this meeting at Blue Sky in late December, right before Christmas, about how we were starting a shorts program and how God, it was just endless amount of like, there's so much hope in the next year and future and all this stuff. And it was all bullshit. Like they knew it. They knew it was going down. They knew it was being shut down until you like lie to our face like that. Anyways, I just wanted to set the feeling of like the betrayal and feeling of like something that you really loved, and I was there for 20 years. And just like you, Pete, like we're friends now because we went through a lot of like trials together making these movies and became close friends, and it's like lifelong friends, Yep. And it was a whole studio of that, of people that have really been bonded together. Especially a lot of us, when we started there, we were in our 20s, and some of us at latest, it was like late 30s or early 30s, And so we felt like we were growing up together too. And so all of a sudden we were just told that, we don't need you. Like we're being shut down. You were bought as just a little accoutrement on the side, and we're shutting you down. And it felt like we weren't going out on our terms, and we were in the middle of making these Ice Age Scrat Tales shorts for Disney Plus, and they weren't done yet. Like I think we were just starting to wrap up animation, or they were like in final animation, but we needed people to render it. We needed effects to continue doing their pass on it. We needed Skywalker to still do the audio, and so we had to get people to agree to finish them, even though we knew we were all losing our job in about a month and a half. The studio stayed open to try to finish the shorts, and people agreed, okay, yeah, let's do this. Let's, rather than spend 100% of our time looking for a new job, which was all in our rights to do, a lot of people went ahead and sacrificed that time to end making what we had started. Like, this is our last thing and we're going to do. Let's go out and do it. And so we finished these Scrat shorts, and I was a co-writer and co-director on them, specifically the 5th episode one. And I was so proud of the crew for wanting to finish those in spite of.
Yeah, that's remarkable.
Yeah, because really, I mean, people have families and jobs that are going away, and like they want to find a new job, and to like say, you know what, like you're basically just digging a grave at that point, just finishing something for somebody else. But we all wanted to turn that around and say we're making it for each other, and we just sort of all like bonded through that. And I was so upset about the circumstances around that and losing friends, and I was like, God, I was angry at Disney too. I was so angry, and I wanted to like go out on my way. And I also wanted to say thank you to the crew in some way. And so it all came together, this idea that what if I animate one more shot? Because I hadn't animated in a long time at that point. I was a supervisor on the movie before, and so I hadn't done much. But I was like, I'm going to animate Scrat one more time.
What movie was that you supervised on?
That was Spies in Disguise.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So for Nick Bruno's movie, I did that. I was trying to write, direct, and animate all at the same time. That was crazy times. All during the pandemic too. That's fun.
Oh man.
Oh my God. Whatever. All right. But so I was like, all right, I'm gonna on my own animate this shot of Scrat finally getting his acorn, and that will be my way of saying goodbye. My way of saying goodbye to the studio, goodbye to Scrat, goodbye to Blue Sky, goodbye to these friends, and say thank you to the crew that stood on as like just like here's one little piece of animation to say thank you, and we'll watch it together at the last crew meeting. And I animated it, and I thought, well, It's a beautiful play blast. Great. I'm happy with it. Actually, I actually genuinely teared up while I was animating it. And
yeah, I teared up when watching it.
Man, it was painful. It says a lot in one little shot. It's a goodbye to a lot of different things. There's a lot of emotion caught up into that. It just stands for a lot of different things. And I showed it to a handful of people that I thought, hey, maybe I can actually get this rendered. I showed it to Matt Simmons, and I showed it to the head of lighting, Gian, and then sent it to materials and Nikki Tomeno, and I'm gonna forget some people, but then Mike Knapp with the design, and then all these people started jumping in and said, let's finish it. Let's finish it real. Let's really finish it. Let's render it. Let's put materials to it. Let's put an actual background to it. And it got the nines treatment, right down to the musician in Los Angeles who was doing original scoring for our Scrat Tail shorts, wrote an original score for that one piece of animation.
Oh.
God, so many people jumped on, and then we got to show it at the last crew meeting. It felt really great, and I was so happy to send it, and then somebody leaked it. It went out on the internet a year later, and it blew up. It got more attention than the Scrat Tail shorts itself did, and it was one of the leading posts on Reddit for a while, and I was just blown away. It didn't have my name attached to it anywhere. I didn't until about a week and a half ago where I posted on my Instagram. I had never actually announced that animated. But yeah, it's far enough removed now that I don't think Disney's going to come after me, because I was afraid that they'd be pissed, because I basically took a dump right on their IP that they just bought. And it's no, you know what? You don't get to have Scrat your way. Scrat gets the acorn from Blue Sky. You don't ever get to have it your way. It was basically my way of licking the ice cream so they wouldn't have it,
Yeah.
And it felt good doing that.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. So, so they're making their own movie now with it, but it's Blue Sky got to go out on the way we wanted to go out on, at least on that regard. And so you can check out the shot on my Instagram, or if you type it in anywhere, just say Scrat Goodbye and it shows up anywhere. But yeah, what a crazy experience to animate that shot, and how meaningful it is to me and to a lot of other people. To me, I don't think I'll ever have a single piece of animation ever have the impact that one piece of animation did ever again. That will be the highlight of my life, I think, in terms of my artistic reach. So I'm proud of it. Definitely, I'm proud of it.
You should be.
Yeah,
I'm proud of it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, all of it. Every person at Blue Sky has a piece into what it's saying. So you're definitely part of it.
Yep.
All right, how you want to close this up? What shot we going to?
Well, speaking of BioShock, I have a shot that I did from BioShock Infinite that we'll talk about real quick.
Okay.
It's the moment right after Booker finds Elizabeth, and they escape her tower, and she's out on the pier dancing and experiencing life for the first time, because she's been in that tower her entire life.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they gave me my boss at the time, Sean Robertson. He was like, "Look, man, we sent this to outsourcing, and they didn't do a very good job with it." And it was mocap, and he gave me carte blanche to freaking do whatever I wanted. He's like, we need high energy excitement, because she is experiencing life for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I gave it the whole Disney princess treatment. I destroyed that motion capture. I retimed things. I like made sure arcs and everything like happened to camera. I added little bits and little nuance, like little secondary animations and stuff to it. I'm really happy with how it came out. Like I'm really it's my crowning jewel of the game industry, I'd say.
Yeah, and how rare it is to actually be able to animate something to camera in the game industry. It's quite a luxury.
Yeah, and it's like I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. And then the funny thing is that Ken Levine first saw it. I think Sean was telling me Ken Levine saw it, and he was like, "Whoa, like we can't do this for every shot with Elizabeth." So, but I worked on many shots of or in-game cinematics with Elizabeth, and this one by far is my favorite.
Yeah, it's great. So were you in control of her ponytail, her hair, and her tie?
No, I wasn't.
That part was the physics engine going?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think. That's a good question. Let me watch it real quick here.
Miss Elizabeth.
Hello. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, come dance with me, Mr. Dwayne.
I don't dance. Come on, let's go.
Why? What could be better than this?
How about Paris?
Paris? I don't understand. How could we get there?
That's where that airship's going, but if you want to stay and dance, we can...
No, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go right now.
Yeah, I vaguely remember dealing with it.
Yeah. I mean, because it doesn't have that, like, super, like, a lot of times the physics stuff in the engine, it just can end up feeling stiff, because it's like it's easier to have it be stiff than have it get too flowy and then ends up curling in on itself and getting stuck on something. So, but yeah, you have a ton of high energy. It's funny, your animation makes the background and characters stand out as poor, basically. You know, they don't have the same love that Elizabeth does. So it's like, oh, here's what really solid animation can look like, or it can look like that, all in one shot. But great expressions. You do a great job with the energy. Like you said, that was kind of part of the kickoff, and you nailed it. So.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man, I miss animating to camera.
Yeah, it's not the same, is it?
It's just not. You have to make so much compromise when you don't get to animate to camera. You don't get to push it and caricature it and push it to the limits of timing and spacing and appeal. Like, you just have to make so many compromises to appeal when you don't get to push things to camera. You take it for granted. You're like, well, why can't it look just as expressive in the round, like from any view? It's just you can't. It's part of pushing poses. It's just an illustration can't work. Like, really amazing illustrations don't work from every angle. Same thing with really great animation. And when somebody tells you we're going to animate something to camera, oh my gosh, you start to drool as an animator. I took it for granted.
Yeah, man. I know. I was in your realm for a while there.
Yeah.
Doing like the emote stuff and.
Yep. Yeah, you got to check it from the side, the front, the back. You got to do it all, and it's got to look amazing from every.
And I'm not knocking it, you know. It's just it's different. You're right. It's not the same as animating to camera.
Yeah. Well, those are 3 great shots. We should do this again sometime, because you have a whole career to dip into, to look at, and I think I could pull a couple more as well. Yeah,
totally, man.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Well, what do you say next episode for the Quantum Assurance board? Do you have a sense of what game you want to pull?
Let's do Tailspin.
Let's do it. All right. Capcom's Tailspin. We'll see if it deserves its seal of quality. I have a very, very vivid memory of renting this, and I had strong opinions at the time for it. Let's see how it holds up. So let's reconvene then. What do you say, Pete?
Sounds good, man.
All right, thanks for everybody for continuing to listen in. I'm looking forward to Tailspin. Oh my god, I haven't played it in 30 years. Oh man, so exciting. All right, thanks again for joining, Pete. Thanks for listening, everybody. I will catch you on that one.
All right, take care.
Take care, bye.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.